Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Virgo, okay? So this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Virgo. If you do, great. If you don't, great. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, okay? And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. Finally, if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Nestor's Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. Now, what was I going to say? Yes, we all have an intuition and it's key that we learn how to use it, so check out the video I post on Monday for that. And a reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, change what you're doing. It's as simple as that. Now, with that being said, my gorgeous Virgos, let's get into your cards. Yeah. Yes. Yep. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect. First card, the moon, pointing towards the left. You know what? Taurus also got their first card pointing towards the left as well. Very interesting. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what else they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos. Then you got the Ace of Winter. Ace of Winter. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Next. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Prince of Autumn in the upright. Okay. Please, angels and guides, don't fall. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Okay. Star in the reverse. Okay. Wait a minute. Did I say the star? I mean the sun in the reverse. With the Queen of Summer at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay. Let me just... That is interesting. I also was guided to look at the bottom card for the last card in the Virgo reading. Very interesting. So, now, let us clarify, shall we? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why the moon card is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, why is the moon card, did I say upright, pointing towards the left? Please, angels and guides, and you got the Singer of Transfiguration with the Fawn at the bottom of the deck. As well as Dominus Gloom, or Gloominous Doom, Gloominous Doom, as well as the Singer of Connection. Very interesting. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect by clarifying the Ace of Winter in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect. And you got Jihobaya with fairy guidance at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Singer of Intuition, followed by the Singer of Courage, followed by Sylvanus. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone who has good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why the Prince of Autumn is here in the upright. Yep. Please, angels and guides, anyone who has good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share. And you got Mike the Myomancer with Lattice Moon's daughter at the bottom of the deck, as well as Epona's wild daughter, which was funny because as I was saying this, I was thinking this card came to mind. Yes, so it is funny to have them both follow each other. Alright. Okay, next. Please, angels and guides, anyone who has good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share why the Sun card is here in the reverse, followed by the Queen of Summer. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my... Okay. Message for my Virgos. Please explain the Sun in the reverse with the Queen of Summer in the upright. And you got the Fairy Kissed by the Pixies in the reverse, with the Feline at the bottom of the deck, followed by Faf the Footer, Fafi, and the Journeyman. And Oh That Gnome, and the Rara card, and Mikkel a Muckle. Just Mikkel. Rar. Oh That Gnome, and the Journeyman. So you got the mini deck. I see. Okay. Okay. Let us go. So first card you guys got is the Moon card. And the Moon card is a Pisces card. Pisces! Alright, so this card, first of all, is pointing towards the left, which means it's either happening slowly or happened in the past. Okay, so this card talks of powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. If this happened in the past, so this happened and you no longer have to worry about this. Okay, if this is happening super slowly, I would suggest, from my own personal experience, that A, you make certain that you are thinking the right thoughts, that you are on a positive vibe type of wavelength, and that you keep your perception positive. Because sometimes when you are in a downward spiral, let's say if you're not used to your enhancing your intuition and all those wonderful stuff, if you're not used to it, it can take it could be hard, is all I can say. So the first card clarifying it is the Singer of Transfiguration, which talks of transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. So, well, if this happened in the past, it definitely transformed your reality from that which you know, that which you knew it to be. And if it's happening slowly, it's because you're having a little trouble getting with this transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. There's something that you are not allowing yourself to come to terms with in regards to this transformation. Then you have the Fawn, which talks of understanding that possibly you are putting some boundaries, my Virgos, because you don't necessarily understand the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic is what I'm getting. You don't get it. You're not used to this. It's new, and of course people who aren't used to things don't feel comfortable with new things. It's completely normal. It's human. Okay, if you told me that you had no problem at all, I'd be like, are you sure? I'm certain at some point something went awry. Like, for example, after my accident, it was difficult for me. And it actually took me a very long time until I started really getting with the program and making certain that I completely understood what was going on. Okay, so no frets, no threats, don't worry, no one's gonna come at you with a pitchfork or anything. Why did that come at? Well, I mean, nowadays you're just gonna be looked at weird, which was my case. Sometimes I'm still looked at weird because I have a completely different vibe to most people, and I've just gotten used to it. It makes me kind of laugh at times. I just don't mesh with that energy anymore, so it's all good in the neighborhood. But did I say gloominess doom? Right? Until you get... For those who had this already happen, it took a while until you got with the program of something transforming in your reality and you completely accepting it as it is, right? It is going to be what it's going to be, right? You can't do much about it. It just... What are you going to do? Next card, you got the Singer of Connection. Now, the Singer of Connection talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, empathy. So once you got over the fact that, oh, no one wants to be with me, no one wants to play with me, no one wants to talk to me, and blah, blah, blah. Once you got over with that, you connected at a much more easier and faster pace to whatever you needed to connect to. Your karma balanced itself because it saw that you no longer cared you no longer cared, but what did you not care about? You no longer cared if other people talked to you or if other people thought that you were weird. It's fine. It's your soul's calling. You are going to do what you were meant to do. If other people don't want to get with the program, that is their problem. Just let it go. Now, the next set starts off with the Ace of Winter. And the Ace of Winter talks of don't be deterred by challenges along the way. Didn't I just talk of having challenges, people looking at you weird, and you're not giving a rat's ass? Okay. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. One of the things that I've learned throughout my experience with my awakening, with my gifts awakening, is that if you are able to, well, not just my gifts, but after my accident, one of the things that I noticed is that if I couldn't clearly and accurately communicate what was going on, people would not want to help me. But if I could explain accurately what was going on, that I needed help, that I didn't know where I was, and all those things, then my abilities to communicate would help me get out of sticky wickets, or sticky situations much more easily. And so that is why I really went, that's why I gave all my interest into communicating better, okay, with other people. Now, clearly, okay, it's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Totally, absolutely, positively implemented. Yes. Yes. Now the cards clarifying that are Jehovah, which talks of realistic caution, which is the reason why you should communicate clearly, because if you aren't clear in your communications, people might not feel comfortable around you. They don't know what's going on, especially me, who gives off a vibe that people can't really understand, and so they don't want to mesh with it. And because they don't want to mesh with it, well, it's very hard for me to make new friends and all those things. For the longest time, I always thought the problem was with them, which was partly true, but the more you blamed other people for your problems, the harder it is for you to come to grips and fix it. So I started wondering how I could make things better for other people, because I'm the only person that can do anything for me. So what the hey, right? Now, next card, you got the fairy guidance. And didn't I mention about the communication and how it is important that you be able to communicate? Even if you're a little different, it is of utmost importance that you learn how to communicate clearly and accurately so that other people want to help you. That's all. It's what I noticed through my own experience, so take my suggestion and do with it as you wish. Next, you got the Singer of Intuition. Now, the Singer of Intuition talks of perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, trust. This, if I were to bring you back to my experience with having difficulty with people and the importance of being able to communicate clearly and accurately, one thing that you start noticing is that once you get enough experience with people acting weird around you, you start noticing these things. Like, you can see that someone is not interested from a mile away, and you will still clear of that person as much as you can. Or other things, you know? You get a sense of these things, and you sort of know which way to go because of all your experience, right? Well, it was in my case, and I hope it is in yours. I hope you learn from every single situation and every single experience that you lived through. Okay, next, you have the Singer of Courage, which is absolutely necessary to put yourself in different situations in order to expand, in order to become more mature, and all those things. As I like to say, expand your edges. Just like the universe, you're always expanding, you're always growing, and you're always getting bigger. Mentality wise. Okay. Now, the next card is the Singer of Courage. Now, the Singer of Courage talks of bravery, sublimation of fear, mental strength. These are all things that you need while dealing with people who don't feel comfortable around you. Okay. And the last card is Sylvanus. Now, Sylvanus talks of cutting through deception, clarity. Okay, truth and clarity. It is absolutely what you need to do whilst dealing with people who don't want to deal with you. If you can tell from the get-go that these people aren't interested, hell, you will save so much time, effort, and energy. I think that's what we call it. Is it worth the energy? energy? Question mark. Okay, next set, you have the Prince of Autumn. Now, the Prince of Autumn is a very dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous individual. It says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Now, we also had something along those lines here, but this one is realistic caution. Realistic caution and cautious but wise action. So we had cautious in both cards, which is interesting. So it's, the cards are basically telling you that yes, you should mingle with others, right, in order to grow and expand your edges. All right, but you first and foremost need to be cautious and wise with your actions, because I mean, if you just throw yourself in the pit of snakes, of venomous snakes, would that really be beneficial to you, to your expansion? No, it won't. I'm just saying, put it in context. Please, I'm not there with you all the time, and you need to think for yourself. That is why at the beginning I said we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it. So check out the video I post on Monday for that. Okay? Yes. Okay, now the Prince of Autumn is clarified by Mike the Myomancer. Now Mike talks of small clues, details, messages everywhere, patience. Well, I'm guessing the patience here is coming back to cautious but wise actions. So this is not the Prince of Winter. This is not the Prince of Spring. This is not the Prince of Summer. This is the Prince of Autumn. This is the sole Prince of Autumn. He's the slowest prince in the deck. Rightly so. He takes his time. He's cautious. He's wise. It's like he's playing chess. Sometimes it's good to be that slow and steady and meticulous and thought out. Now, next card is Lattice, Moon's daughter. And Lattice talks of light cast and shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, riddles. And I think this is why you have Mike beforehand, because Mike talks of take it slow. Well, no. Mike talks of being detail oriented, making sure that you check everything. Why? Because they might be clues to riddles that you will need. Let's say you're playing a game and the game is basically a bunch of riddles and you need every single clue to solve those riddles. So if you aren't attentive enough, you might miss a clue. Let's check your clues. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Next you have Epona's wild daughter. Okay. Now Epona's wild daughter talks of inner shadows. Basically, you're going within and you're fixing you. You are the person you're dealing with is going within and doing a little spring cleaning inside. Okay. In order for them to be able to grow and expand their edges. What did I talk about? Expanding of edges. Yes. Now, the last set of cards, let me place this, is the Sun in the reverse with the Queen of Summer in the upright. Now, the Sun in the reverse, first of all, the Sun is Leo energy. Okay? Yep. It is Leo energy. So we had Pisces with the Moon, and now we have Leo. But this card is in the reverse. Now, here plans aren't working out. and your ideas aren't really leading you to much success as hoped. Okay. And you're partly pessimistic, so you're not very grateful for what you have at the moment. Well, you're someone you're dealing with. It's very important that is not necessarily only you, but also someone you're dealing with. And then you have the Queen of Summer. The Queen of Summer is a loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive individual. And it says, listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. Now, what I'm getting with this is that things aren't really going as fast as you'd like them to, because the sun is in the reverse. But what is suggested is that you nurture yourself, you take care of yourself, and all that fun stuff, because it is only by loving and comforting and taking care, making sure that your emotional needs are met, that you can really be able to turn that sun, that upside down sun, right side up. If you catch my drift. You need to take care of yourself in order to move forwards. Okay. Next card is the fairy who was kissed by the pixies in the reverse. Now, this card in the reverse talks of refuse, giving off, giving or receiving love. The sun, you see, part of the reason why you're not moving forward is because you are someone you're dealing with, okay, has refused to give or receive any love. Any love. This person might be very hard-headed, and it's very hard to get to them, which is fine. It's what they need to go through in their life, in their soul's journey, is what I'm going to say. Next, you have feline. Now, the feline talks of delayed completions, getting it right, tidying up loose ends. So then we have, where was that? Where was he? Where's the feline? And oh, yes. So we have the feline. I have the card in my hand. Basically, it's attention to detail. It's making certain that you clean up all the loose ends and that everything ends well. So you're taking your time methodically. Okay. Then you have Faf the Footer. Now Faf talks of grounding, centering, earthing, and being real. So if one thing that really is necessary in order to make sure that this feline energy does not go out of hand is that you stay grounded in this reality. And if you stay grounded, you will be able to freely move forward with the journeyman, which talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. Yay! You're moving forward if you ground yourself before you harm yourself. Then you have, oh, that gnome. Basically, it's telling you that you have a pattern that needs to be broken. So break that pattern in order for you to lovingly, comfortingly, emotionally, and intuitively take care of yourself. Next, once you break that pattern, okay, you will be able to tap into the Rar card energy, which is pure potential, wild energy. Well, you will be able to free yourself from the confines of your reality once you basically do this. And that is when it is suggested that you start noticing the blessings, the many blessings that you have in your reality, because by appreciating the blessings that are in your reality, you will be able to see and receive more blessings coming your way. Okay, my Virgos. So that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, what was I gonna say? Like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Okay, and with that being said, my gorgeous Virgos, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.